Khuhasawan is a temple for the people located in Ban Dan Mai, village number 2, Khong Chiam district, Ubon Ratchathani province. It was built in 1978 by Luang Khamkaning Chulamani, a monk who is highly respected by the people. The current abbot is Fra Khuhasawan Thongsathanthinno, who is an important disciple of Luang Khamkaning. This temple is used for his meditation and resides during the Buddhist Lent. Luang Khamkaning has passed away, but his body has not decomposed. His disciples therefore keep his body in a glass coffin to worship. Wat Tham Khuhasawan is an important cultural and natural tourist attraction in Ubon Ratchathani province. People come to pay homage to Luang Khamkaning Chulamani's body, which has not decomposed. They can also clearly see the Mekong River and the Two-Colored River, as well as the Lao People's Democratic Republic, which is located on the opposite bank of the Mekong River. Since the area is located on a plateau along the Mekong River, the beautiful scenery of the Mekong River can be seen. And the Mun River flows together to become a two-colored river, which is incredibly beautiful due to nature's creation. Therefore, it is called Khong Si Poon, Mun Si Indigo. You can also see the scenery of Khong Chiam district. Luang Khamkaning Chulamani, wandering in hell. Luang Khamkaning said that he was careless, did not care about his body, which had been sick and ill throughout the rain's retreat due to old age. He was 86 years old, and did not set his mind to pray for his body to be strong and survive to the other shore. Therefore, when he entered the state of meditation in the cave of heaven on the bank of the Mekong for more than 10 days, without eating anything, it turned out that his body could not take it anymore and his heart suddenly stopped beating. He felt that his body was shaking violently, and then the feeling became more refined. He knew with his wisdom that, oh my body had reached its end. However, his mindfulness was still good and he was not shocked or afraid of death at all. He focused his breath on anapanasati consistently. Even when his breath had stopped, his mind was still focused on the anapanasati emotion. Practicing anapanasati is very good. When I was about to stop breathing and die, I still had full mindfulness and awareness. I knew that now my breath was all gone. We are in the state of being dead. I feel that my mind has left my body, and my awareness has caught up with it immediately. The Mahasatipana that I have trained well is truly useful when I am about to die. When I am about to die, I know that I will die. I do not lose my mindfulness and fear. My awareness follows and understands my mind every moment. It is like when we walk out of the house, our shadow follows every step. That is how death is. Death is not extinction. I can confirm this. Luang Khamkaning, aged 86, said. His bright blue-green eyes sparkled like beads. Ancient masters have observed that monks who have achieved any level of Dhamma will often have their eyes that are bright blue or green. They will not be clouded by age. Sala Pan Hong. Luang continued that when his spirit left his body, it left very quickly and did not care about his original body that was lying face down on the seat. It is like when people take off their old clothes and put on new clothes to go out. His awareness follows his spirit. Please note that the reader Luang Khamkaning separated mindfulness from spirit, but in reality, mindfulness is the wisdom or the wholesome mind, which is the mind within the mind. My spirit went very quickly. It was like walking, but I didn't notice whether the mind that went had a body with it or not. I used mindfulness to follow it. This mindfulness is the highest wisdom, the one that controlled the mind. My mindfulness followed the mind. You could say that the mind within the mind followed each other. His spirit walked, but it went very quickly. I understand that it was the state of the divine body taking his spirit. The path he took was a very wide and large path. The feeling of his spirit told him that this path was as wide as 8,000 wa, the path to the Fan Fan Room Pavilion. The Fan Fan Room Pavilion is in the spirit world. It is a very large and grand pavilion, the central pavilion of the spirit world. There were 8 large roads, each 8,000 wa wide, leading straight to the Fan Fan Room Pavilion. Luang Khamkaning said that he saw people, both men and women, young children, young people, and old people, walking along, following each other, filling the road as far as the eye can see. I saw only countless black and gray heads, similar to millions of silkworm heads in large winnowing baskets where silkworms are raised in rural villages. Looking at them again, they looked like a swarm of termites. Looking at them again, they looked like a slow-flowing stream, carrying others along with them. There were countless people. Everyone walked quietly, no one spoke to each other. He met his parents who had died long ago, walking together among the spirits. They could only look at each other, unable to greet each other. Everyone became mute. When he reached the entrance to the 1,000-room hall, where both sinners and virtuous people gathered, there was a tall, black-skinned guard holding a 3-pronged spear that sparkled like a burning flame. The guard said to Luang Fo Khamkaning, "You have created enough bad karma, Luang Fo, that's why you came this way." Then he pressed the 3-pronged spear against Luang Fo's chest. Smoke rose and burned his clothes, but he didn't feel any pain. Many guards there pressed the 3-pronged spear against the chests of every spirit. It was understood that they were stamping their chests before they could pass through the 1,000-room hall, at the inner entrance. Luang Fo met many old teachers who had long since passed away, who were detained to pay their sentences. They could only look at each other and greet each other because they could not speak, their mouths were mute. The Lord of the Heavenly Palace took them into the large hall of the 1,000-room pavilion. The spirits were crowded and crowded, looking as far as the eye could see. The Lord of Hell sat on the throne and reached out to touch a large account book recording the history of each person's case. He just touched the cover of the large book and the book opened by itself very quickly. When it came to a name, the book stopped for the Lord of Hell to read. The Lord of Hell said that whatever people said in the human world, every word that each person said would automatically appear in the account book of the Hell world. If anyone talked about Dhamma or making merit, the letters would appear especially prominently in the book of the Hell world. It must be similar to the teleprinter in our human world. Hell Pond. When the Lord of Hell opened the account book, he turned to announce to all the spirits, "Hey! Why are you all so dirty? Over there, the pond is over there. You all quickly go out and take a bath and cleanse yourselves first, then come back to see me. Hurry up and get out, I can't stand the stench anymore." Hearing this, everyone looked down and examined their bodies and were shocked to find that the spirits of each person were dirty and covered in feces, giving off a foul smell. They didn't know how this feces got on them. They all ran out of the room in a panic and headed straight for the pond, with Luang Por Khamkaning running after them. The pond was large and clear, like a mirror. In the middle of the pond, there was a big tree with spreading branches and providing shade. Everyone jumped into the pond. When Luang Por Khamkaning jumped in, it turned out that the water was only knee-deep. The water was blazing red and burning his legs and feet immediately. Luang Por Khamkaning was shocked and felt an intense pain. He quickly jumped up and stood on the shore. When he got to the shore, the fire on his legs and feet went out and the pain disappeared as if nothing had happened. But the spirits of the others sank deeper into the pond and suddenly burst into bright red flames.